This is a SnapEd New York video presentation.
Welcome to Eat Smart, Live Strong. Today's workshop is all about reaching your goals step by step. My name is Erica. I'm here with my colleague B, and we are SnapEd nutrition educators.
Hello everyone!
To get the most out of this session, we invite you to pause the video and go get a piece of paper and something to write with. You may have been given some handouts to go with this workshop, and if you can print them out, that's great, but if not, just a piece of paper and a pen will do. Today's workshop is going to focus on two very important behaviors that health experts agree improve the health and well-being of people of all ages. Eating at least 3.5 cups of fruits and vegetables every day, and participating in at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity most days of the week. When I think about living stronger, I think about setting personal goals. One of my personal goals is to get outside and walk 5 times a week for at least 15 minutes a day. B, what is one of your personal goals to live stronger?
My personal goal is to go to the supermarket and find one fruit or vegetable that I have not eaten before. How about you? Do you have a personal goal? Why don't you pause the video, take a moment and write down what your personal goal is when it comes to eating healthy and being physically active.
Here are some of the great goals that people have shared with us. Cheryl says that she will make more dinners at home instead of ordering. And Ben says that he will get off the bus one stop early and walk to his doctor appointment. These are great goals because small changes like these can make such a big difference to our health. As you are thinking about setting your goals, you may be asking yourself, what amount of fruits and vegetables do I need to eat every day? Miss B, can you tell us a little bit about what the recommendations may be for us?
The amount of fruits and vegetables each person should eat depends on their activity level, their age, and their gender. But older adults should eat at least 3.5 cups of fruits and vegetables each day. 1.5 cups should be fruit and 2 cups should be vegetables.
This can be a bit overwhelming, but a great tip to make sure you're getting close to the recommendation is to make sure that half of your plate is fruits and vegetables at every meal. It's probably not a surprise to you that I'm suggesting you eat more fruits and vegetables, but sometimes it's helpful to take a step back and think about the why. So I invite you to pause the video and jot down a couple of reasons why you think it's important to eat fruits and vegetables every day. Welcome back. What are some of the reasons that you wrote down, B?
Well, I'm eating fruits and vegetables not just because they taste good, but also because they have lots of nutrients our bodies need.
Exactly. It's important to eat fruits and vegetables because of the vitamins and minerals that they contain, and also the fiber. In fact, they can help you maintain some regularity. They can also prevent chronic conditions such as heart disease and diabetes.
And fruits and vegetables can also prevent obesity and hypertension.
But probably the best reason to eat more fruits and vegetables is because they're good. They add color, variety, and taste to your diet.
Yes, and they also help you maintain strong and healthy bones.
That's right. And you know what else helps you maintain healthy bones and a healthy heart? Is being physically active. So I invite you to pause the video and write down a couple of your favorite ways to be physically active. Welcome back. How did that go for you? Was it easy? Do you find that you're a pretty active person? Or was it a little bit challenging? we're going to share what some of our favorite ways of being physically active are. I like walking and I like aerobics. B, what are some of your favorite physical activities?
Oh, I like to be physically active. I like to jog, I like to mow the lawn, and I like to dance around the house.
Dancing, oh, that's one of my favorites. I love it when I go to the senior centers and they have Zumba happening. Some other great ways to be active are swimming, if you have access to the facilities, and just being active with the children in your family. It's important to remember to be active your way. Everyone has different limits to the amount of time they can spend on physical activities. What is perfect for one person might be too much for another person, so find what works for you. It's no secret that physical activity is healthy for us. But again, it's nice to take a step back and think about the why. So I invite you to pause the video and write down some of the specific benefits of getting 30 minutes of physical activity most days of the week. Welcome back. B, what are some of the benefits of 30 minutes of physical activity that you wrote down?
Yes, Erica. Exercise helps prevent or delay the effects of chronic disease.
That's right. Physical activity can help build and maintain healthy bones, muscles, and joints. It can also help improve your overall strength.
I always feel better when I exercise. I know it also helps with my anxiety, and I know it does help with mild depression as well.
Absolutely. Physical activity can be a fantastic way to reduce stress. It can also improve sleep, make us feel stronger, and prevent falls.
And we are here to help you set realistic and measurable goals. The first step to follow those recommendations is to understand what 1 cup of fruits and vegetables actually looks like. And we are going to show you. For example, a cup of cherry tomatoes looks like this.
Here are a few other examples of what 1 cup of fruit looks like. For example, a small apple is a cup of fruit. So is a large banana or a medium grapefruit, a large orange, a medium pear, or a small wedge of watermelon. Now let's take a look at some veggies. 1 medium potato is a cup of vegetables. So is 2 large stalks of celery, 1 cup of cooked greens or 2 cups of raw greens, 12 baby carrots, 1 large sweet potato, or 1 large ear of corn, all count as 1 cup of vegetables.
Now we want you to think of all the fruits and vegetables you ate yesterday. We want to figure out how many fruits and vegetables you are already eating. Remember what fresh produce you had, what frozen fruits and vegetables you had. Also think about canned and dried fruits and vegetables.
And don't forget about mixed dishes like sandwiches, soups, salads, casseroles, and even desserts that might contain fruit. And the things that you drank, such as smoothies or 100% fruit juice. They count too.
We invite you to pause the video and write down all the fruits and vegetables you ate yesterday and about how much of it.
If you printed the handouts that go with this workshop, you can use the left side of this one to record the amount of fruits you ate, vegetables you ate, and then the total cups of fruits and vegetables that you ate yesterday.
So now that you know how many cups of fruits and vegetables you had yesterday, I want you to do a little exercise with me. I want you to stand up if you know you had at least 1 cup of fruits and vegetables. Please stand up. Stay standing if you had 2 cups of fruits and vegetables. And if you even had 3 cups of fruits and vegetables, stay standing. And now for the last round. Did you even have 3.5 cups of fruits and vegetables? Then you are the winner. You met your goals of eating 3.5 cups of fruits and vegetables. Bravo!
Now that we know what yesterday looked like for our first recommendation, let's talk about physical activity.
Now we want you to pause the video and write down the number of minutes you spent doing some exercises yesterday. You know, the exercises where the heart was beating a little harder or you got a little hotter, maybe dancing, maybe mowing the lawn, or just walking.
That's right, B. Walking can be a great exercise. It doesn't cost you anything, you don't need any equipment, and you can do it with friends. If you like, you can use the right side of this handout to brainstorm how many minutes of each of these activities you did yesterday, and then write the total on the bottom.
I am so curious to see how many minutes of physical activity you got yesterday. Look at your number and stand up. If you walked more than 10 minutes, walk with me right now. Let's do a little walking exercise. Good. Look at your number. Is the number more than 20? Keep on walking. That means you did more than 20 minutes of exercise. And you almost reached your 30-minute goal. Look at your number again, and if the number is even 30 minutes, keep on walking. You are the winner again. You did the recommended 30 minutes of exercise.
Now that you have a good idea of what a typical day for you looks like, we're going to work to set some new goals, but we want those goals to be realistic. So let's look at our goal around eating fruits and vegetables. Take a look at how much you ate yesterday. Think about the next week. About how many cups of fruits and vegetables do you think is realistic for you to try to eat each day? I invite you to pause the video and write that goal down. If it's helpful for you, you can use the top box in this handout where it says My Personal Goals to record how many cups of fruit and cups of vegetables you plan to eat every day next week.
A great way to eat more fruits and vegetables would be to have a fruit as a snack.
That's right, B. Another great way is to throw some veggies into a meal you're already making. So maybe a soup, maybe a stir fry.
What a great idea, Erica. You could also add more fruit to your breakfast.
Another great way to get more veggies in is to add a side salad with your lunch or dinner.
Another great way to add more fruits and vegetables to your diet is to look at your variety. Eat a big variety of fruits and vegetables. Try different ones and also look at the color. Try to eat different colors because each color fruit and vegetables has a different health benefit.
B, I have a question. Is it true that carrots are really good for your eyes?
Great question, Erica. Thank you for asking that. Yes, it is true because carrots contain something that's called carotene, and your body converts carotene into vitamin A, and vitamin A is good for your eyes. Not just for your eyes, also for your skin. So each color vegetables and fruits give you a different health benefit. So eat a big variety of colors.
Now that you have a solid goal of how much fruits and vegetables that you want to eat tomorrow, let's talk about the other recommendation. So look at the number of minutes you spent being physically active yesterday and think about a realistic goal that you can set for the next week about how often and how many minutes you'd like to be physically active. So for example, if you were physically active for 15 minutes yesterday, maybe your goal might be 20 minutes of physical activity 4 days over the next week. If it's helpful for you, You can use the top box of this handout where it says My Personal Goals to record how many minutes of physical activity you will get and how many days of the week you plan to do it.
A great way to stick to your goals is to tell somebody about it. Maybe invite a friend or family member to join you. That way they will hold you accountable.
That's a great way to hold yourself accountable. Another great way to hold yourself accountable is to write down exactly what your goal is and put it somewhere that you can see it. And then, over the course of the next week, keep a log of how many minutes of physical activity you spend doing each day. The bottom of this worksheet can serve as a perfect log for recording how many cups of fruit, how many cups of vegetables, and how many minutes of physical activity you get each day next week.
If you have any concern about eating some kinds of fruits and vegetables or doing some of the exercises or adding more minutes of physical activities to your day, please discuss those concerns with your healthcare provider.
We know incorporating new habits like eating more fruits and vegetables and being more physically active can certainly be a challenge. So we invite you to pause the video and write down 3 challenges that you experience with eating 3.5 cups of fruits and vegetables every day or getting 30 minutes of physical activity most days of the week. Welcome back. B, what are some of the challenges that you wrote down?
Yes, Erica. I wrote down that some people might have a problem chewing hard fruits or vegetables. And another one I came up with is that it might be hard to cut some fruits that are hard. Handling a knife sometimes doesn't feel comfortable to many people.
Another challenge may be that you have a lack of transportation to be able to do frequent enough grocery shopping trips to keep fresh produce on hand. So in thinking about some of your own challenges, what I'd like you to do is pause the video again, and for each challenge that you wrote down, please list a potential solution. Welcome back. B, what are some of the solutions on your list?
In order to have something that's softer and easier to chew, you could use canned fruits or vegetables, or just cook them a little longer.
If you wrote down that the high cost of produce can be a challenge for you, one of the things that you can do is participate in a nutrition assistance program such as SNAP or the Senior Farmers Market program. One of the best ways to do this is to contact your county's Office for the Aging program to see what you qualify for.
Another great way to keep the cost low is to buy fresh produce when it is in season, or go for fresh, frozen, or canned when it is on sale.
That's right. And did you know that you could also buy seeds with your SNAP benefits? Which means that if you live in an area that allows it, you can plant your own fruits and vegetables throughout the growing season.
What solutions did you find for the challenges of being physically active a little bit more?
One way is, if you're able, take the stairs instead of the elevator. Another great way is, if you're still driving, you could park a little bit further away from the entrance of where you're going, or if it's possible, you can get off a bus stop earlier.
Or if a friend comes over for a visit, why don't you invite them to go for a walk while you talk? Or you could also just play around with the grandkids. Play some tag. That gets a lot of exercise in.
And if you can't get outside, another thing you can do is shut off the TV, turn on the radio, and dance around the house to some of your favorite music. So today we talked about setting some goals around being physically active for at least 30 minutes most days of the week, and eating at least 3.5 cups of fruits and vegetables every day. We talked about some of the challenges, and we talked about ways to overcome those challenges.
And now we also know how important it is to set realistic goals and stick to them. We want to thank you for joining us in this session, and we hope you had as much fun as we did.
Thank you for joining us today. We know the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP Ed New York. This program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Learn how SNAP Ed can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapedny.org. This material is funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.